immediately. And people that can handle pressure can be entrepreneurs, can be successful. He's an American businessman, politician, and 45th President of the United States of America. As of 2017, national attention. He's Donald Trump, and here's my take on his top 10 rules for success, volume 2. Rule number 2 is my personal favorite, and I'm curious if you're girl, which one you guys like the best. Also, guys, as you're watching, if you hear something that really resonates with you, please leave it down in the comments below, put quotes around it so other people can be inspired by your sharing. And also, when you write it down, you're much more likely to lock it in for yourself, too. Enjoy. Series.
What would be one word of advice?
What would you be one word of advice you would have?
You would have for an upcoming businessman.
For an upcoming businessman or for future businessmen. Knowledge. Augment knowledge. But if it's one word very hard for that. But the word is knowledge. But you get knowledge through experience. One of the things people talk about is luck. And I do believe that people are lucky. And some people are luckier than others. I do believe that. But there's also an expression: the harder you work, the luckier you get. And I can tell you 10 instances where I didn't quit. One was 1990. The world was coming down. The debt market was everybody. All of my friends and enemies were going bankrupt. I never did. And the times were actually just terrible. And the times were actually just terrible. And even today, you look at times and you see what happens. And you have to learn. But the word luck is very interesting. But if I didn't work really hard, I probably would not, almost definitely would not be here today. And unless you had me up as a man who at one point was successful. But let's see what a loser looks like. So you have to work hard. Because it is true. You can develop luck through hard work. Your first book, The Art of the Deal, begins with a simple sentence that many people might find hard to understand. You say, I don't do it for the money. Can you explain that? Can you explain that? Well, I do it because I love it. Wow, I do it because I love it. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
Bad days.
I have bad days.
Good days.
I have good days.
Days somewhere in the
I
middle.
have days somewhere in the middle.
The end result is
But the end result is
I love what I'm doing.
I love what I'm doing.
And I don't do it for the money.
And I don't do it for the money.
And I make money
And I make money
because probably I'm not doing it for the money.
I'm not doing it for the money.
I do it and
I do it
I do it well.
and I do it well.
I'm the biggest developer.
I'm the biggest developer in New York.
Buildings.
I love building buildings.
I have a lot of fun building buildings.
I have a lot of fun building buildings.
The fact is, I do it for fun.
I do it for fun.
I do it for game.
I do it for game.
I do it for sport.
I do it for sport.
I happen to make a lot of money.
I happen to make a lot of money do it. If I didn't enjoy it,
if
I didn't really love
what I'm doing,
I
wouldn't be successful.
I would be successful.
I wouldn't be sitting with you.
I wouldn't be sitting with you today.
What's the implication of that?
Interview. What's the implication of that for someone watching this who wants to create greater wealth? What's the message in that?
Well, the message
Do you
is you
think?
have to love
Wow. The message is you have to love
what you do.
what you
If
do.
you do it for the money,
If you do it for the money
it's
alone,
probably not
it's probably not going to work.
I have friends where
I have friends where I tell them
out of this business, which is
get out of this business, which is a good business, and go
to another business,
into another business
which isn't as
good
a business
because
they like
they like the other business better.
They'll do better.
They all do better
In a less good
business,
so
to speak,
than they will in the better.
Than they were in the better business because they like it. Going against the tide is great
If it works.
if it works.
Now, it doesn't always work.
Now, it doesn't always work.
And you really have to
And you really have to be smart
to go against the
tide. Because you're going against
smart people.
a lot of smart people.
But when you get it
right,
you'll end up better.
you'll end up better.
Whether it's
Better.
Microsoft,
Whether it's Microsoft
Google,
or Google,
so many people
so many people
that have really hit
that I really hit big,
have gone against the tide.
have gone against the tide.
But you have to have great confidence
But you have to have great
in yourself.
confidence in yourself.
You have to be the right
You have to be the right person.
There are very few people
There are very few people
that can pull it off. But
that can pull it off.
when you pull it off,
But when you pull it off,
it's great.
it's great.
Thing in real estate.
Same thing in real estate.
You go against the
tide.
People are selling.
People are selling.
You're buying.
You are buying.
The tide changes.
The tide changes.
Never,
Never
give up.
Never give up.
Just keep going.
Just keep
going forward.
Never stop.
It may seem like you have no.
It may seem like you have no chance.
It may seem like it's
over.
Never quit.
Ever quit.
If you're a quitter, I hope you quit. Going forward. Never stop. It may seem like you have.
It may seem like you have no chance.
It may seem like it's
It may seem like it's over.
Never ever
Never ever quit.
quit. If you're a
If you're a quitter,
quitter, I hope you quit
I hope you quit right now.
now and stop
Right now, and stop
watching
watching immediately because you'll never make it.
Now you own these incredible casinos.
He started into wow. Now you own these incredible casinos.
And hotels.
We start hotels
Oh, and the
and towers
towers
in
in New York
New
City. You're gonna
City.
build this world.
You're going to build this world tallest building now.
Now in Television City.
In Television City,
When is enough
when is enough
enough for
or will Donald Trump?
will Donald Trump never be
Donald Trump never be satisfied
satisfied with the
with the deal
deal making and the acquisition?
making and the acquisitions.
Well, I'm like a lot of my friends
Well, I'm like a lot of my friends
from Houston. I just
from Houston.
keep chugging. I mean, all
I'm to keep chugging.
you can do is just keep
I mean, all you can do.
going.
Just life is short.
Is sort of a
As a pretty short experience, and you have to maintain some kind of
and the way I
an equipment, and the way
maintain that is
I maintain that is
to
to
work, and
I enjoy what I do.
what I do.
I love what I
love what I
do,
do, and I hope I do
and I hope I do it well.
And so I just keep
And so I just keep
going
forward, dance,
and it's so far
and it's so far
it's paid off. Are you
it's paid off.
smarter than most
Are you master than most people
who would call themselves
who would call themselves entrepreneurs?
Do you work harder?
Do you work
What
harder?
is the deal with you anyway?
What is the deal with you anyway?
Well, that's an interesting question.
Well, that's an
I don't know if
interesting
anyone's ever asked me
question.
the question, am I smarter than
And am I smarter
other people? I think
than other people? I think
that
without a certain
intelligence
innate
and
intelligence
without a certain drive,
and without a certain drive,
you're not going to be successful.
you're not going to be successful.
I have a friend
I have a friend who
was not
was not successful
at all,
at all,
but was really up and coming.
but was really up and coming.
And
And
he had a thing.
he had a thing.
He would only
He could only fly first class.
I'm not saying
I'm not saying
do this
because
somebody who won't work.
for somebody it won't work.
Needed that mental
But he needed that
He
mentally.
wanted to fly
He wanted to fly
first class
first class because mentally
he wanted to think
he wanted to think
was the best,
he was the best,
and that's it.
and that's it.
And even though he didn't have much
And even though he didn't have enough money at
money
the
at the
time,
time, this is years ago,
this is years ago,
he would
he could always fly.
criticize him,
I used to
but it put him in a good
criticize him, but
money,
it put him, and he became a very,
very successful
very successful guy.
Very successful.
Very successful.
And
I always remember that.
He would never fly coach.
He could never fly coach.
He would always fly first class.
He could always fly first class,
Even though he didn't have the means to fly.
even though he didn't have the means to fly. So
Look, it's
Look, it's complicated.
complicated, but whatever it takes
But whatever it takes
to train that.
to train that.
I've always believed
I've always believed
in positive thinking.
in positive thinking.
At the same time,
At the same time,
I don't want to mislead.
I don't want to mislead. I also believe inspiring
in terms of
what
you're doing,
aspiring to protect
against the downside.
against the downside.
You can't just be this one
You can't just be this wonderful guy working around everything's positive because unfortunately that's not the way the world is.
not the way the world is.
I love
Love to tell people
to tell people
to think about the
who to think about
challenges
the challenges
so that when they do
so that when they do
come along,
coming along,
you're ready.
you are ready.
Suppose that I have a
Let's suppose that I have a job,
but I have the feeling
but I have the feeling
that I want to start
that I want to start
my own business.
my own business.
How would I know
How would I know
that I'm the right
that I'm the right
kind of person
kind of person
for the entrepreneurial?
for the entrepreneur's real life?
To me, that's the best question
To me, that's the best
you've
question
asked, and it's also the
you were asked, and it also he tells it.
somebody has a family,
Somebody has a family,
has a job,
has a job,
they have a nice job,
they have a nice job,
they get X
they get dollars a week.
dollars a week. They don't have to worry about very much.
They don't have to worry about very much.
It's not going to be great.
It's not going to be great.
They're not going to live in Palm
They're not going to live in Palm Beach.
But you know what?
They have no what, but you know what?
Have a job, and
They have jobs, and
it's income coming
in.
The hardest thing to
The hardest thing
do, in my
to
opinion,
do, in my opinion,
in business
is to leave that job
and become an entrepreneur.
and become an entrepreneur,
Because you're risking
because you risking
your wealth,
your wealth,
risking your family, your health, your family's health.
your health, your family health.
You're really risking a lot.
You're really risking a lot.
You have to know
You have to know
in your gut whether
in your gut
or not you have it to
whether or not you have it
be an entrepreneur. Can you
to be an entrepreneur.
handle pressure?
Can you handle pressures?
Handle all of the problems?
Can you handle all of the
And you're going to be confronted
problems that you're going to be,
with, and there'll be many problems.
and there will be many problems.
But the toughest
But the toughest
job that somebody
that
has, in my
somebody has, in my opinion,
is to know
in business is to know
when to get out of
when to get out of things,
something and when to go in
something, and when to go in something, because
that's a very
that's a very risky proposition.
risky proposition. You know, when people ask me
You know, when people ask me about success,
I just started thinking
I just started thinking
about it over the
over the last
couple of years.
couple
I've seen
years.
a lot of it.
because I've seen a lot of it.
You have to have
You have to have an
an ability to
ability to handle pressure
handle pressure. Because
you,
no matter how successful
no matter how successful you
I
are,
have many
I have many friends,
friends and enemies. A lot of
and then
enemies too. I don't care. But they're smart.
lot of enemies too.
I have a lot
I don't care. I have a lot of
of
enemies.
enemies. And I've watched